It's the Mariners Postgame Podcast, and for the second time in the last 3 nights, it's a victorious edition of the Mariners Postgame Podcast. David Sugarman alongside Austin Rooney just wrapped up the call from White House Field, where the Mariners picked up a 7-2 win over the Cotuit Ketleers, and the star of the night is easily the pitching, Cullen Dana, throwing 7 nearly flawless innings of work, Austin.
Cullen Dana was really fantastic. He ran into some trouble in the second inning where he allowed a home run there, but after that, he was really spectacular. At one point in the game, he retired 16 consecutive batters. He had all of his pitches working, and this was something that was not expected out of Cullen Dana tonight. He was expected to go only about 2 innings of work tonight, but he kept his pitch count down. They sent him out for the third inning. He had a perfect third inning, and then they just kept on working with him. He did not allow another base runner till the end of his start after the 7th inning. And they even thought about running him out there for the 8th inning, but after a very long 20-minute hitting inning for the Harwich Mariners in the bottom half of the 7th inning, they thought it was probably better to go to the bullpen at that point.
And yeah, offensively, we talked about that rally. The Mariners had a couple of big rallies tonight. They scored 7 runs on 9 hits. And outside of the game yesterday where they had 1 run, they've gone 6 runs, and now 7 tonight. The offense picking it up as of late and getting contributions almost 1 through 9 of the order tonight.
That's right. I talked to McCarthy actually after the game. Jake McCarthy had a really solid game, put together a couple of really base hits. I feel like his bat is really coming along. He says that he's feeling great up there at the plate right now, and he's also doing a great job on the base paths as well. That's what gave the Mariners their first run back in the 3rd inning when it was a 2-0 game. He ended up coming home on the wild pitch after the double steal when he was able to get to third base with 2 outs. And again, the other players in the Mariners order were also really fantastic. 1 through 8 had base hits, whether it be Duplantis, who led off the game with a double, or Beerling, who had a double as well, and Devo, who had an RBI, Vance, Ogren. All throughout this entire lineup, this team was getting hits consistently, and I felt like it was a really, really good and a complete game for the Harwich Mariners tonight.
Mention that complete game that we've really harped on, and they're starting to put it together here and there. The Mariners are out of the playoff race, but hopefully they can get a little bit of momentum and end the season on a strong note. What are you looking forward to the last 5 games of the season, starting tomorrow night in Chatham?
I think you just kind of have to look for more of the same. This team has, again, come together offensively a little bit in spurts here and there. I think in the final 5 games of the season, if the Mariners are able to put together really consistent, great offensive performances, that would be a huge bonus for these Harwich Mariners.
One last time from White House Field, the final, Mariners 7, Ketleers 2. Back on the call tomorrow night in Chatham for a 7:30 first pitch. Until then, for Austin Rooney, I'm David Sugarman saying so long.